Hello, you are with me, the voice of ability owner for persons with disability. United Nations statistics estimate that over 600 million people live with disability globally, and over 400 million people live with disability in Africa. 40% of Africa's population are made up of people living with disability. 10 to 15% of school-age children in Africa live with disability. Ghana's population is over 32 million, and 8% are people living with disability. How does this impact on persons with disability in terms of policy formulation, marriage and family life, education, healthcare, employment, and so on? For those of us in the disability community, discrimination and stigmatization is the root cause of almost every challenge we face. However, success only comes to those who know how to overcome their challenges and not those who know how to avoid challenges. So join me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability, as I navigate my way through the riveting stories, the unbelievable experiences, and the life-transforming journeys of persons with disability on the Helping Hand TV show. Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. H4P is 13 years old. To God be the glory, and indeed great things he has done, and we are here to talk about the great things God has done with the H4P organization. I have representatives from the organization here with me, but I'll go for a break. When I come back, I'll introduce you to my guest. Is H4P at 13. What has God done with H4P? What has been the impact? We'll be right back for the answers. It's a Helping Hand TV show. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. And today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend. Others call her the sweet companion. And others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable, and she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samuna Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P Organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners!
Nature's finest touch!
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, H4P is 13 years old. Hooray! And at 13, H4P has embarked on 13 projects towards national development and bringing dignity to disability. Number 1 is the Helping Hand TV show, a media advocacy project that throws the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability, discussing topical issues concerning disability, and currently is the first and only TV show in Ghana dedicated to disability issues.
The Helping Hand TV show has done a lot, because a lot of people every Saturday they stay glued to their TV because they want to watch the Helping Hand show, because currently that is the only TV show on disability that runs every Saturday. We don't have one, and I congratulate the Helping Hand TV show for this program and also sustaining it.
It's a very educative program. It exposes you to persons with disabilities themselves, and you get to know their lives at first hand.
And it always focuses not on the negative, but on the ability of somebody who has a disability.
Number 2 is the Helping Hand Election Watch series that discusses policies concerning persons with disability, their inclusion, rights and privileges towards national development. Number 3 is H4P Ghana for Peace Summit, a conference that promotes the awareness and the need for peace during elections, where political parties are given the mandate to ensure peace and stability because persons with disability are affected the most during war and conflict.
This is an innovation I've seen for the very first time, and I thank you. Distinguished invitees and representatives of the various political parties, distinguished representatives of the disability community, representatives from various organizations, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be here today and to be invited to be the chairman for this summit.
The EC, which is the constitutionally mandated body to ensure the realization of the right and the power to vote by all eligible persons, will ensure that the conduct and supervision of the elections will be devoid of all hindrances to effective participation.
All blind and partially sighted persons in Ghana wish to appeal for peace.
Number 4 is H4P Community Project, a one-on-one interaction with persons with disability, families, and institutions with persons with disability, where H4P gives financial and logistical support to help improve the livelihood of persons with disability.
The computer she gave us, this computer has been of very great benefit to the schools.
Number 5 is H4P's Ability Praise Concert, APC, the greatest and the biggest disability entertainment platform in Ghana, where persons with disability are given the opportunity to groom and showcase their talents in arts and entertainment. Number 6 is H4P's Intertertiary Ability Praise Concert, where H4P Organization throws a spotlight on the disability community in our tertiary institutions, thereby creating a platform where persons with disability can be impactful to this nation whilst in school. Number 7 is H4P's National Inter-Schools Disability Fun Games, where special education schools all over Ghana partake in sporting activities, thereby developing their career in sports. Number 8 is H4P Career Guidance and Counseling, a conference organized by the H4P Organization, where students with disability receive direction and professional help in their career. Number 9 is H4P Christmas Parties, where the H4P Organization appreciates persons with disability, gives special treats to persons with disability, families of persons with disability, especially caregivers, to appreciate them for the good work being done. Number 10 is H4P Orphanage Outreach, where the H4P Organization shows love through gifts and donations. Number 11 is Celebration of Love, as part of activities to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Mrs. Christina Nanswa Hackman. Several schools and institutions have benefited from free health screening and physiotherapy sessions for children with disability. Number 12 is the renovation and commissioning of wards, Christina Nanswa Hackman wards, and donations made to the Mana Mission Hospital. And finally, number 13 is the prestigious Chill Awards, instituted by the H4P Organization, the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards in honor of Mrs. Christina Nanswa Hackman, to award persons with disability who have excelled in their various fields of endeavor in 1. Education, 2. Entrepreneurship, and 3. Sports and entertainment. To God be the glory. Great things He has done and greater things He will do.
Welcome back.
You're welcome to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. H4P is 13 years old, and we give all the praise and all the glory to God. What has H4P been doing for the past 13 years? Well, I have representatives of the H4P organization here with me. I'll let them introduce themselves, and then we'll go into the subject of 13 years. 13 good years. Incredible, right?
Yeah.
Gentleman and lady, you're welcome. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm Marilyn Abba Matsenson.
And I am Philip Tete.
So it's almost like yesterday when this whole thing began. 13 years.
13 years. Like you said, 13 good years.
Yeah. It's been 13 very good years. 13 very good years. I think my mandatory question, my obligatory question, how has it been like?
Oh, God has been good to the H4P organization. God has done so much through the H4P organization. Many lives have been blessed. Many lives have been impacted. And we indeed say, to God be the glory. The H4P organization, like we said, was formed 13 years ago. And the vision of the organization was to promote, or is to promote.
13 years is a long time.
Yes.
Because I remember watching some of the clips of the beginning. And I think I should leave it there. Because I saw you in the clip. I saw Elom in the clip.
Yes, Henry.
Florence. Like, is it really you people?
Yes.
13 long good years.
Yes. 13 years. That's a long time.
And Abba, you know, we started this journey. You begin a journey with a certain enthusiasm. You begin a journey with a certain vision. But it is when you start living the vision, you start practicing it, you start implementing it, then you begin to see various sides of it. I mean, we all didn't see today, like how it is played out, though there are things we wanted to do, but the turns things have taken and the results we have seen, it's made it worth starting this whole vision. So for me, I would say it's been exciting. I will always say that it's been a cocktail mix of excitement, challenges, and obviously if you start something good, and it is truly good, that it is, I mean, not possible that you won't encounter challenges. And we've gone through the various phases, the various challenges, and the joy of it is that we're able to surmount them. And that is why we are here. H4P is a teenager now. Amazing. And it's been worth embarking on this vision and this project.
Definitely anything that is built without challenges is not worth it. So definitely, with the kind of impact H4P has made in Ghana and beyond, definitely you've gone through challenges. But for today and for the next few episodes, I want to look at H4P at 13. So I want to look at 13 major impacts. 13. If people can give me 13 major impacts H4P has done within these 13 years, that's why I called you here.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Well, the H4P organization set off to promote the rights of the vulnerable in the society. So for its vision, the H4P organization wanted to promote the rights and privileges of persons with disability, and also to preserve the next generation. So that is why the H4P organization set up two major projects, which were the special advocacy for persons with disability and the H4P anti-malaria campaign. So these were the broad topics, or the broad areas we were looking at. And so the H4P organization had to now create structures, various structures that would enable it to achieve its vision, which was to preserve the next generation and promote the rights of persons with disability. That's how come the H4P organization has come up with a plethora of projects. I mean, when you look at the 13 years and the number of projects the H4P organization has been able to undertake within the 13 years, it is unbelievable. It's one would ask, how is H4P able to do all this? How is H4P able to go on with these projects, make sure that these projects stand, make sure without support, with all the challenges the H4P organization faced. And that is why it is worth it talking about how the H4P organization has impacted the society, Ghana, and the world at large.
I think that it's fulfilling. Watching H4P over the years. It's like you have a child and you watch the child grow to become a great person, a very valuable member of society. It makes you so proud. I mean, it doesn't make the times when the child weed on your laps, the child vomited on you, the child got sick, and you had to stay awake while the child was asleep. Like, it makes all that very secondary. Because you look at the child now.
Yes.
I'm looking at H4P now. So H4P, walk me through 13 major things you've done in your 13 years of existence.
Yes.
Which one are you going to start with?
We are on the Helping Hand TV show. So let's start with the Helping Hand TV show.
All right.
Yes. So the Helping Hand TV show is a major advocacy platform for the H4P organization because it's a media advocacy project. And like we know, media plays an important role in today's society. It is impossible for us to see what is going on around the world, if not for the platform, the media platform. And so the H4P organization realized that if we want to be able to reach the ends of the world, if we want our advocacy to be heard across the regions of this country and beyond, then we need to employ the media advocacy. So the Helping Hand TV show has been standing for 12 solid years. 12 solid years. And I must say congratulations to you, Bishop, for holding the fort, because this is not an easy project to do. I mean, this is media advocacy, television to be specific, where you are giving people the opportunity to see what is going on. They are hearing what is going on. So it gives you the opportunity to, it makes sure that you are not just talking, you are doing something. And I'll say that the Helping Hand TV show has been very important because the reasons why we set up the Helping Hand TV show, we have been able to do it and go beyond it. I mean, recently you went beyond Ghana, showing that the Helping Hand TV show is actually achieving what it's supposed to achieve. People beyond Ghana are watching the Helping Hand TV show and they are hearing the message of the H4P organization. One of the major reasons why the Helping Hand TV show was set up was to promote and talk about issues of disability, topical issues of disability, things affecting the disability community that are swept under the carpet, swept under the rug, so nobody knows about it. So the H4P organization has created this platform. It is impossible for the leaders to say they've not seen it because the H4P organization has been going on with this for 13 solid years. And let me say that when H4P started this, it was the only organization and the first organization to start something like this, advocating for persons with disability through the media. I mean, other people have tried, but they've seen that it takes a lot to hold it and to carry it. So when I look through the many years and the various topics that have been brought up for discussion, the various areas that the Helping Hand TV show has thrown the spotlight on, we can see the impact it is making in Ghana. You talked about the District Assembly Common Fund, you talk about the Disability Act, you talk about education for persons with disability, you talk about health for persons with disability, sports for persons with disability, and we are seeing that people are beginning to pay attention to the things that are happening in the disability community, whereas other people would not have spoken about it, where people were even not confident to talk about what is going on in the disability community. The H4P organization has thrown the spotlight, brought up these issues, and people are beginning to talk about it. Right now, we can't say that the government doesn't know that these are the things happening in the disability community.
Because the Helping Hand TV show is on every Saturday.
Every Saturday, every Saturday. And we are pushing the agenda, pushing the rights of persons with disability. So for the Helping Hand TV show, its impact has been very wide and varied. We also talk about the fact that you brought up people with disability who were hidden, people who are actually making impacts in the country. And you brought them into the limelight. You made people see that, okay, there are people with disability who are actually contributing their quota to national development.
I really buy into what you are saying, because it's even difficult getting airtime for disability issues, let alone have a whole program that is set exclusive for disability issues. Obviously, that would be a lot of pressure. Bringing the dignity to disability, showing the greatness in disability, and also bringing out the plight.
Yes.
Because it's a double-edged sword,
yes,
right?
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
Bishop, for me to see the progression, I always would want to mention, anytime I get opportunity to be on your show, when you asked a question about the Helping Hand TV show, the fact that when this whole project began, persons with disability didn't want to be on this program.
Yeah.
And it is not...
I remember.
And
12 years ago.
You can understand that we've been belittled, we've been discriminated against.
But don't you think exactly the perception of society?
Yes. So that is why I see that we've made a lot of progress. Because 12 years ago, we were looking for people to be on the program, on the show. We have a vision and we are ready to embark on it. And the people who were... the program was for them. They said they are not interested.
And we're looking for them to come on the program so that we can educate the society.
Exactly.
So that we can showcase the abilities of persons with disabilities.
But because of things they have experienced, they were not sure what are these people up to.
Yeah.
12 years afterwards.
And most people also complained about the fact that organizations and even churches use them and take advantage of them, and they don't benefit anything. So everybody was suspicious about
H4P. I like the fact that H4P didn't give up then. Like, I want to do this for you and you are closing your doors at me, but we understood the magnitude of the work.
Yeah.
The damage that have been caused, if I can use that word, and the misconception, the treatment that has been meted out to the disability community. So the kind of response or reaction they gave, it was right.
Yeah.
And people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They got to know that by interaction, that these people did not come to take advantage of us.
Yeah.
They are here for our good, because H4P makes time to let them know the focus for what you are doing, and they see the evidence.
Yeah.
You are interviewed, and what was captured during the interview is what is aired on TV. Nothing about you is used as an opportunity to gain money or raise funds for, other things. But you see that the organization is trustworthy. And 12 years afterwards, you get people from the disability community calling and saying that we want to be on the show. And that tells how much trust the H4P organization has gained in the disability community over the years.
And even beyond that, Philip, the fact that now the disability community is grateful to H4P and especially the Helping Hand TV show, because people now understand them. Like, everywhere I go, somebody will stop me and say thank you. Like, everywhere in Ghana, sometimes even outside the country, I travel and people stop me to congratulate me on this, because they now have a certain understanding. Somebody had a child with disability and had locked the child in the room. And it was because of an episode we did on this show. The person realized that, oh, I can take my child out. I can go to functions with my child, because I interviewed a certain lady who was always going everywhere with the child. And we even went to her house, we followed her, we talked about how it is like, this is not a stigma. This is not a problem. And there was this minister of state who said that when people see me as a bishop talking about disability issues, then it means that you don't have a choice. Because if significant people are talking disability, it makes disability issues significant.
Your life has been a blessing to persons with disability.
Thank you.
I watch your programs, I see what you are doing. Somebody sitting somewhere will have hope. Excuse me to say, a bishop devote his time to talk about disability. And it means that other people can equally do.
And Bishop, I'm equally loving what the Helping Hand TV show is doing in the general populace in Ghana. And I know it will be the same story for people outside the country. The fact that it has become that place of education, like a mini school. Because apart from addressing issues on disability for stakeholders to take up and respond to these issues, you bring families or somebody who has a child with Down syndrome, somebody who has a child with cerebral palsy, you bring the various disability groups, the individuals, so that they will share their story. So that families at home that have a child in a particular condition that you are talking about get to know what they can do about their child. Like a child, somebody watched the program, has a child with hearing impairment, didn't know that when you have a child with hearing impairment, there is a place where you have to take the child for assessment. That is where you will be told that, okay, this child has to be taken to this school, this special school, or that, or this particular hospital. But in the absence of that, we just move on. It is through the Helping Hand TV show you get to know that even if you are visually impaired, you need to see an eye specialist. The fact that you are visually impaired doesn't mean that that is it. So that the help that it brings to parents that are confused because of how society has treated issues about disability, the issue of it being a mystical thing, a superstitious thing. Immediately you give birth to a child that has that condition, you lock up the child. You watch the Helping Hand TV show where the bishop allows a mother with a child with cerebral palsy, a child that is possibly drooling. And this is, yes, physically it is not good.
It doesn't look too presentable.
But there is a message you are sending. It is not the mother's fault that the child should be in this condition.
And it is not the child's fault.
And that is the next point, that it is also not the child's fault. If you are privileged to be in the state that you are in, we thank God for your state. And in this state that this child finds herself in or himself in, it's not only the child that is going through that, the mother is going through same, the father is going, the family. So it's a whole lot of pressure on the family and the child who is going through this process. Then you get to see a program on TV that is addressing your issue. You've been lonely all this while. And these are the calls we keep receiving. When somebody says that, all this while I thought I was alone. I watched the program, then I noticed that there are others, and even their conditions are worse than mine. And they are able to take care of their children or the child with disability far better than myself. So I've learned this. I've learned that I know what to do. Parents that didn't, they have locked up their children and they didn't know that there are special education schools available for them to take their wards to. They got to know through the Helping Hand TV show.
So the success story.
In
fact, the success stories.
Yes.
Incredible. I'll go for 60-second success with the bishop. When I come back, we'll continue this. We are excited, giving glory to God. H4P is 13 years old. It's a Helping Hand TV show. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Success is a product of hard and wise work. Here's 60-second success with the bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with the bishop, where I give you success nuggets for a successful life. What you do daily is a prediction of what you become eventually. So to be successful, you must strive to do well in everything at every time. What you do once a while is never worth the while. So don't wait for too long to do something right. You must realize that what is not tested cannot be trusted. The best way to test something is to practice daily. Remember that if you will succeed eventually, it will be because you are succeeding in putting in the effort daily. If you decide to make each day fruitful, then your year will be fruitful. If you do things daily to make your day good, then you will be assured that your year will be good. Nothing just happens, except it happens daily, no matter how small the measure is. It has taken 60 seconds for me to give you the success tip, but it will take more than 60 seconds for you to put it to work in your life. So start your journey to success now. Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. With me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This is the special edition H4P at 13. Incredible. I have Philip and Marilyn with me. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, Bishop.
I said you are supposed to tell me the impact of H4P in 13 years. We began discussing the merits, the relevance of the Helping Hand TV show. Before we went on break, we were talking about the issue of exposure. People not knowing that what they are going through, there can be interventions and all that. I've been thinking, the success stories, the impact. Personally, I can offhand think of like 1,000 stories. But there's a special one for me, has to do with an episode that we did, and it was a blind lead, my friend Didi Wonder. She talked about how she could cook, how she could take care of her child, and all that. And some people could not believe it. In fact, I had a lot of calls and messages saying that this one is staged. We called her to come and stage whatever. But everybody knows Didi Wonder is blind. And she has so much ability, and people can't believe it. Can you believe it?
I can believe it. And Bishop, recently I heard Didi Wonder also sharing some good news from the episode. I mean, it blew my mind that 30 minutes to an hour program, people watch it, and now they can say that if Didi can do this, I would also do it. And I mean, this is the joy of the program, that you watch somebody who is in your condition and you were given various excuses why you can't do something.
And 12 years ago, this was not known.
No.
This was not done.
No.
But because of H4P's helping hand, right?
I mean, and you know that you are on course because it is showing or throwing the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. So what the society has known is the disability. What society has known is the misinformation. What society has known is the wrong information. But what a Helping Hand TV show seeks to do is to throw the spotlight, and you get to know that people are, I mean, they are people, and people are doing things. And if they are not in the limelight because we have put them, I mean, we've pushed them under the carpet and we don't even see any significant thing coming from them. But the Helping Hand TV show, I look at the extent the Helping Hand team goes, like the work they have to do, fishing out all these people, because these are not people that you Google and their names will pop up, because nobody wants to highlight significant things about persons with disability. So, I mean, I would say kudos to the Helping Hand team for the work they do, how they're able to scout the people. Sometimes they go outside the region of, I mean, Greater Accra region to go and look for these successful people.
We've actually traveled outside the country.
So that is the extent the team goes to make sure that we bring the story out so that people get to know that there is so much ability in the disability community we have to project and pronounce.
And Bishop, there are children, there are young people with disability who have watched the Helping Hand TV show. They have seen Dr. Seydou Dana. They have seen Dr. Corey. They have seen all of these when they can now say that I want to be a lawyer because there's somebody who has the same disability I have, and the person has been able to overcome it. So I also want to be a lawyer. I also want to be a minister of state. I also want to be somebody. I actually want to be a TV presenter because the bishop keeps telling me I can't do anything. So I see these examples, that the role models that the H4P organization presents and encourages parents to believe when their children say that I want to be a lawyer, to believe that it's possible because there are other people, because sometimes the child might want to and believe, but the parent hasn't seen anything like that. They are not sure if the universities can accept them, if the secondary schools can accept them, but you throw the spotlight on it and you show how it can be done.
Bishop, I also remember one of the interviews you had. There was this man, I think Ali Jarrah, a sportsman. He was so good being a goalkeeper. I mean, so good when he was an active footballer. Then he had an accident, he became disabled. And it was on your show that he told the story. Because people had various interpretations, various mindsets, all kinds of things they have.
Some people even did some superstitious things to it. You know?
I mean, so, and I can only imagine what he had to go through all these years. Because sometimes we say that the disability is not the problem. It is what society does to you. So that it was on the program. I remember him clearly saying that this is the first time I'm talking about what happened to me. Because possibly nobody gave him the chance to share his story. They came with their own mindsets about his condition. And a similar event, another man of God you interviewed on the program, and he was saying that you are the person that has brought out, like you've spoken his story for him. Like you've made him articulate his condition the way he wants to speak.
Yeah.
And this goes
because
along.
people see him in town and they have all sorts of perceptions. They won't approach him to find out, and they conclude. But the Helping Hand TV show tells a story for him.
And it's exciting that the relief they get that all the while they said maybe this issue created my condition, maybe some things or something wrong my parents did or myself. Then you get opportunity for somebody to hear you. You were invited to be on the set to share your story. Because somebody else is also watching the same story, may have been going through one challenge or the other as a result of his condition, more treatment from society, and you encourage the person. So for me, I think that being the voice of ability on air for persons with disability is not just a name that is like a tag put on you, but it's actually what you are doing.
We'll be right back.
Is the music segment on the Helping Hand TV show.
Not knowing how we'll get through this test, but holding on to faith, you know best. Nothing can catch you by surprise. You've got this figured out, and you're watching us now, And when it looked as if we can't win, oh God, you rubbed us in your arms and stepped in. You stepped right in, and everything we need you supply. You've got this in control, and now we know that you made a way. When our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over, you made a way. And we're standing here only because you made a way. Now we're here, looking back on where we've come from, oh God, because of you and nothing we've done, to deserve the love and mercy you've shown. Your grace was strong enough to lift us up, and you made our way. When our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over, you made our way. And we're standing here only because you move mountains, you cause walls to fall with your power, you perform miracles. There is nothing, that's impossible. And we're standing here only because you move mountains, you cause walls to fall with your
How would you describe your sister, Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman?
Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman, my sister, she was jovial.
Down-to-earth person.
Very kind. Always thinking of something new. Always thinking of what to do to help people. What to do to bring good out of people.
She's sociable. She is respectful. She accepts everybody who comes to her. She quarrels not. She is a peacemaker.
Kind, generous, simple, yet elegant, compassionate, thoughtful, kind-hearted, slow to speak, but quick to listen.
Always making you feel there's more you can do to help people, to help yourself, to help your community. And I think that really helped a lot of people.
She's the one who would, call you and say, you did this, apologize. You did this, go and see this person. You did this, go and do that. So, I mean, more or less the person that we rallied around.
And today, her son, Bishop, would say that had it not been for his mother, it's his mother who gave him this idea. It's his mother who encouraged him to do this. It's his mother who encouraged him to do that. And it's a reflection of who she was. She was a thinker. She was smart. She looked at how she could help people. And I'm happy to say that as her younger sister, I'm the last child in the large family. I'm happy to say that I really benefited from her generosity.
She welcomed anyone who came her way, and she will always be remembered.
Welcome back.
We are still discussing H4P at 13, but this whole time would allow us. We are going to continue this discussion next week. I hope to get Philip and Marilyn again. But thank you for sharing with us the impact of H4P, especially when it comes to the Helping Hand TV show. Thank you for tuning in to your favorite show. Thank you to DV Unlimited Company Limited, my proud sponsors, of course, Fire City Chapel, FCC, also part of my proud sponsors. I'm so grateful. I'm going to come your way again next week. But until then, remember, disability is not inability. Take care of yourselves, and God richly bless you.
The prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, the Chill Awards.
Chill